here today with Lou Zoghby, one of the original founding members of the Douglas County Monument for here in Castle Rock. Believe it or not, it's been 10 years now since this monument was dedicated. And so for the folks that are watching and listening to this, I'd like for you, Lou, to please let us know how this all came about, and your part involved and who all was involved, and appreciate this monument here in the middle of Castle Rock.
Okay, it was interesting because it was the summer of 2007. It took almost 6 years from concept to completion.
That's correct.
So I go back to the summer of 2007. I came over to talk to Henry Bonet. Henry was the veteran service agent. One day I stopped in and he said, maybe you could help me on a project. I said, what do you got, Henry? He says, well, Commissioner Bowen at the time stopped in and asked Henry to investigate the possibility of a veterans monument for all veterans of Douglas County. We got to decide if this is for Douglas County, it's got to be something very prominent.
Okay.
And if it's going to be prominent, where are we going to put it? Where people are going to see it? So we said, well, first thing we got to do is find a location. We got a county map and looked at all the parks and all the properties owned by the county. Commissioner Bowen came to Henry after several months and said, well, how about we carve out the corner here?
Okay.
Well, we were flabbergasted. I mean, that was really a prize. So that gave us the incentive to move forward now. How do we do this?
Now we got to move.
Yeah, how much space do we need? What's it going to cost? How are we going to follow, and so on. Maybe we should have a board, you know. So he created the Douglas County Monument Board. So finally we decided maybe we should send out to all the sculptors.
Very good.
And have them send their ideas around what we want. You know, we finally zeroed in on this design of what we have now. Well, of course, then you have to have the sculptor come in, make his proposal, how much it's going to cost. Found out that it was going to, all told, the casting and installation and the artist's fee was going to run up around $90,000.
Wow.
So how are we going to do this? Well, first of all, we ought to make ourselves a charitable foundation. That's when we could solicit tax-free, you know, donations.
Correct.
Well, they dribbled in and dribbled in and dribbled in, and 2011, 2012, now we got $90,000 in the bank. However, the other costs was going to total, the total project was going to be about $125,000. Somebody, I don't know if it was Todd or Tony Perconti on the board, arranged a poker run. One weekend, raised $25,000 and pushed us over the top. In 2013, the monument was installed. That was a big event because we had to have a big crane lift that thing down, and they had these bolts sticking up, and that thing dropped in like a glove.
For your efforts and Henry's efforts, we have this outstanding monument here in the middle of downtown Castle Rock. You put together what I think is amazing, that we have a monument for past, present, and future veterans. And you did so well, Lou, raising money, that when we got it all said and done, we had money left over.
Yeah.
And then the foundation took on the idea to create grants to help Douglas County veterans.
That took the effort of a lot of people. I mean, it's fine that Henry and I started, but there were hundreds of other people were involved as we went along.
Well, Well, I'm really glad that you got out here today and were able to share this with us. And what a great idea you and Commissioner Bowen and Henry had.
Yeah.
And it just lives on and will continue to live on.